welcome back to my channel. Remember to subscribe and like if you enjoy my content. Alright, today's video is a product review about the OZARK Trail, which I'm not very fond of. But before that, the silver thing in the background, it's my forge I'm working on. Put a refractory coat on. I'll insert a picture of that. And I'll do some videos when I get up and running. But right now, OZARK Trail. I've bought a couple of their products and only been real happy with maybe one. And that was a gallon thermos that I use either as a thermos or a micro or a mini ice chest. I can use it for day trips and stuff, put ice, food in it, and it's good for about 24, 30 hours. But I was at Wally World and I seen these and I thought, I wonder if they're any good, because I seen some real expensive ones I just didn't want to pay the money for. These are a little over $6, under $7. I thought, what the hey, I'll get them and see if they're any good. And they come in 3 sizes. Small, medium, I think this is the quart size, or 32 ounces. And they've got, yeah, this one's 32 ounces. When they're closed, and the way these work, I just clean these up so they're, let me show you with this one, it's a little bit easier. They're pretty waterproof. Well, not pretty waterproof. As far as I can tell, they are. So you snap these open and you put in your whatever you want to put in here. And it looks like, well, that's actually a pretty good idea. That should work. Well, it's OZARK Trail. And leave it to them to screw things up. There's somebody out there working for the company that can give me a reason that's not true. That's fine. I bought a campfire grill. You stick it over a campfire and it catches on fire because they use just regular paint. That's not very bright, and it's not very good. Now, if you get these, I got 2 boxes of them. Had to do this to both boxes. Gonna snap them. And this is going to be like this, and you cannot get it open. It will not come open. The big one, when I pulled it apart, all of this silicone came off, and I had to take it apart. There's pieces in here that snap out. Put it together, snap it back together to get it to work. And the way I open these up, Swiss Army knife, Swiss Champ, extra large. People call this a Coke spoon. Stop calling it a Coke spoon. People say it's useless. Well, it ain't. And I forced this in here and moved it back and forth until I could get it all free, and then they'll open up. Otherwise, you're going to tear them apart. Now, they're a little over $6. I got them open. I used this, and on one of them, I had to do a little bit of cutting to get them separated. But I did get them separated, and then when I got them separated, some of the walls were stuck together. This one still is a little bit. It has an expanding bottom. So I've got them open, I've got them working. When they're snapped shut, they appear to be watertight. So I'm going to go ahead and use them. I'm going to keep them. I was thinking about taking them back, but I figured out how to get them back together and how to open up the ones that were giving me trouble. So I'm going to go ahead and keep them because they're kind of neat. They're just, this is another issue. Sometimes you've got to see, this came off. I'm not happy with the construction. I think they just copied, there's some more expensive ones out there that I didn't want to pay the money for because they were quite expensive. I think they just copied them and done them poorly. You can see right here how that's came out a little bit. And you have to take this piece apart to get it back in, and it's not easy. But under $7, and if you know what you're doing, and if you do buy a set of these, undo them, and they're not going to pop open like this. They're going to be tight. If you don't have one of these, you should ask yourself why, but not a lot of people carry them. You can use a butter knife to wedge in there and just start working it apart real slow until it pops open. I cleaned these out. They held water without leaking upside down, so I'll see how they do. It's just that I keep buying this crap from them, and they either just outright don't work or you've got to make adjustments to get it to work. Their small cookware is useless. It's too thin, it warps, and it's just unusable. I've tried. This I might be able to use, might work out pretty good, but again, you just can't take it out of the box and use it, which I don't understand why the company puts that stuff out. I had to put this one back together because it came apart, and these I had to use this to get them to work, which is, for most people, it's just going to be flat out unacceptable, and they're not going to want to deal with it, and I don't blame them. I have a tendency to try to get something to work when I buy it rather than just arbitrarily taking it back. And for $7, I got them to work, so I'm going to keep them. I won't be buying any more because I don't want to go through that pain to get these open. 2 boxes, both of them had the problem, so it's not just a one-off. But my advice is to be real cautious about OZARK Trail, and let a knucklehead like me buy them and then watch the review to see whether they work or not, because I keep for some reason looking at some of their stuff thinking, well, that might be the one product or the second product that works. These kind of did. The outdoor fire grill, and the cook set, the small one, they were just a disaster. But this one I can deal with. I won't buy any more, but the ones I got I can get working. Again, their gallon thermos I really like. It's probably their best product. And I'll see how these do and see how long they last and see if they're easy to clean up, and then give you an update on it. But that's what I had to do to get them working. I had to put one back together. So if you see these, my recommendation is spend the extra money for the more expensive ones and don't put up with the hassle of trying to get these open. If I'd have known it had been that much of a problem, I would not have bought them to begin with. That's my review, and thanks for watching the video.